everyone. How's everyone doing today? My name is Mark Curry, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about 1031 Tax Deferred Exchange. That's today's topic. Let's dive right in. So, I want to talk a little bit about 1031. What is a 1031? A 1031 exchange is basically saying that you defer your taxes for later in the future. You don't have to pay taxes now on a 1031 exchange. So let's go right into it. So let's say if you have $1 million home, $1 million property, and you own it free and clear. You own the property free and clear, and let's say you don't want to pay any taxes on it. So what do? You go into a 1031 exchange. So basically what you have to do is you have to find another like-minded property, which another real estate property can be a multifamily, it can be a land, shopping center, or whatever, but it has to be like-minded property, which will be, if it's a real estate property, it has to be anything in real estate. So what you do is with the $1 million, you roll that money into the next property of $1 million or more. So the next property has to be $1 million or more in order for this to work. So it can't be anything under $1 million. So, but there's rules and regulations to this. So I want to talk a little bit about that. So you have 45 days after the sale, after the closing of the property, of the $1 million property, you have 45 days to identify the property you're looking for. That's 45 days. Then you have 180 days to close on the property in order for this to work successfully as a 1031 exchange and you're not paying taxes. Now, if you go over 180 days, then it doesn't work and you'll get taxed the following year. If you go over 45 days, you'll get taxed the following year. So this definitely is non-negotiable. So you have to make sure you have to be into these deadlines as well. So the Q&I guy is a qualified intermediary. Is an individual, which is a person that's actually going to hold the funds for you to do the 1031 exchange. So let's give a little example a little bit. So let's say if you found the buyer, you end up transferring the deed over to the buyer. The buyer has the $1 million. He transfers the deed to the QI guy. The QI guy holds onto the money, and you have 45 days to identify your property, and then you have 180 days to close. So your Q&I guy is mainly your middleman guy, but he's going to be the one to have the safe and secure of your money for the whole transaction of the 1031 exchange. So now, let's say if you got the $1 million in there, and you decide that you want to take about $100,000 out. If you take the $100,000 out of that Q&I guy, if you take that out, you'll be taxed immediately once that's taken out. If you don't want to be taxed on this at all, you have to keep that $1 million with him and then find that property within 45 days and close it in 180 days. So that's really a 1031 exchange, and you're basically just rolling your money over into another property, a couple other properties to defer your taxes for another day, to defer your taxes for the future. So I hope that helps. And also as well, this can be, like I said, this can be any type of property. So it can be a multifamily apartment building, it can be a shopping center or anything like that to roll that money in there as well. But this is one of the ways that some of the wealthy individuals, when you look at some wealthy people and they be like, hey, I don't pay any taxes, this is one of the ways they don't pay taxes. They don't pay taxes because they know about the 1031 exchange. So you can actually take that money and then roll it into another property. You can start building from that property. You get equity in that property. You take that, you roll it into another property. Now you have two properties. Then you have a portfolio of properties. Then you take that money and then you roll it into another property. And that's how you become financially wealthy and financially rich over doing 1031 exchange, because you're not paying any taxes on any of this and you're rolling it over. So I appreciate you watching the video. And if you have any comments, or any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you.